Good morning. It is currently 6:37 a.m. Wednesday, March 18th, 2015. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I'll be honest and say that I was like not feeling this today. I don't know. I just was sitting here feeling grumpy and tired and like I didn't want to do anything other than just crawl back into bed. But it just made me think about how it often works with doing any kind of creative work, is that you can't just wait to be inspired. Um, Even if you always do it when you feel inspired, you get out of practice. You need the muscles that you build by doing something frequently, and especially in the times when you don't feel like doing it. On that front, I've been doing pretty well at trying to get at least an hour of writing, revising in daily. I didn't on Saturday, but um, you know, the last couple of days I've gotten it in there. Even last night when I also had other stuff to do. I remembered last night, just as I was getting into bed, though, that's like, oh crap, I still didn't post the audio version of the latest Talking About Survivor, so I'm going to try to do that before work this morning, too. But I figured maybe what I would talk about today is there's a little bit of a controversy that blew up yesterday in the comic book community um, regarding a possible variant cover for an issue of Batgirl coming in June. One of the things that is part of comic book canon for Batgirl is that in a graphic novel called The Killing Joke, the Joker shot her and it went through her spine and left her paralyzed. In the pre-New 52 continuity, she then became a really pretty cool hero named Oracle, who was paralyzed and didn't go anywhere, but she became sort of this like command center hero where she monitored stuff over the internet and through surveillance to help other heroes out, and did quite a lot of good work that way. In New 52, it's not clear whether or not she was ever Oracle, but she did get paralyzed and spent 3 years paralyzed before getting an operation to restore her walking so that she can be Batgirl again in the New 52. But in any case, obviously that's a very traumatic part of her backstory. And this potential variant cover that was announced as a part of Joker's 75th anniversary referenced that in kind of an upsetting way. I mean, clearly the image is supposed to be upsetting. It shows the Joker basically, he's got her prisoner and she's, she looks terrified. And, it would be easy to find the image if you're interested in seeing it. It's online. But the problem is not so much, because the image is supposed to be upsetting. It's supposed to be unsettling and disturbing and creepy. That's what it's going for. And it does reflect, a significant moment in the character's history, and specifically her history with the Joker. The only problem is that the comic book issue that it was going to go on, not only is the Joker not actually in the issue in any way, but also the Batgirl comic for the last several months, and certainly going on into the future at the moment, is trying to be a different kind of comic book. It's trying to be much more upbeat and fun and girl powery, in a way that I've been enjoying. And that cover, even as just a variant cover, really didn't fit with the tone at all. And if we think of the covers as something that's a part of the issue, like, don't judge a book by its cover, and yet they do also actually specifically select covers based on the idea that it should tell you something about what you're going to find inside, right? That's what the cover is for. So it seemed reasonable to me that when a lot of people, including the writers of the comic And the author himself had it pointed out to them, you know, this is not really in keeping with what Batgirl's doing right now. They actually requested that the cover be canceled, and so DC obliged. Cue internet shitstorm, because all sorts of whiny people now feel like artistic censorship is in play here, even though the author and the artist themselves have also chimed in saying they think it was good to cancel the variant cover. And it's not like people can't see the art anywhere, because it's freaking everywhere online if anyone wants to see it. So it's just, you know, another day in the internet geek community sometimes. You know, generally speaking, I'm very geek community positive and internet positive in terms of the beneficial effects that it has on our society. But boy, sometimes people can get into some petty stuff. Anyway, I think that'll do it for today. So remember, you can find everything that I do over at ChristianaEllis.com, including the latest audio version of Talking About Survivor as soon as I get that up. I'll also have on there that I also did the narration for the most recent episode of Escape Pod. So check that out too, and I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.